What is up, my fantabulous Johnston Community College students? Anyway, Professor G here with a week 14 Keep It Foreseen announcement. Look, y'all, 14 is a hard number to rhyme with, so give me some credit, give me some props for coming up with a word. Keep it foreseen, meaning stay on top of your game so you can make sure that you're foreseeing what's coming down the road so you are prepared to kill it so you can be successful. Anyway, got my Johnston Community College shirt on tonight, so I'm representing. So a couple things here. So, coming up on a break. Everyone say break. Look at yourself and say, self, you deserve a break today. So anyway, not before the break though. Next week. Everybody say next week. So here's what's going on. Tonight, everyone say tonight, or when you see this, it may not be tonight. It may be tomorrow. It may be the next day. I don't know. But when you get this message, your week number 14, Keep It Foreseen experience folder will contain your final discussion post for the semester. And it's going to be a little different because it's the final one. So it's going to be a three-parter. Don't even be like, Professor G, what are we supposed to do with the discussion post? Because I'm going to say, watch my video. So it's a three-parter. The first part is you're going to respond to the post. And for your final discussion post, I thought it would be appropriate to ask you guys in your post to list your top 3 course takeaways. So when you think about all that you learned throughout the course, right? It could be anything in the course, which includes the discussion post, the TED Talks, the textbook, the assignments, the articles, whatever. But I want you to think about your top 3 learns or takeaways. Remember that buffet I talked about at the beginning, right? I try to set a knowledge buffet for you guys, right? So you can go through the buffet line and pick those things and put them in your plate. What knowledge nuggets are you going to pick up that are going to nourish you and help you to be a better you? Not just academically, but also personally and professionally, right? So anyway, I want you to list your 3 top learns or takeaways from this course. And then I want you to state, and again, this is all in the written instructions, but I'm sort of clarifying here because it's a little bit different. And then I want you to state why you chose those top 3 learns or takeaways. And what are you going to do with them, right? There's no point in just, you know, the point of a takeaway is you take it with you, right? And you allow it to affect some sort of positive change in your life. And then how are you going to put that takeaway into action? So you're going to list your top 3 takeaways, why you chose those takeaways, and what are you going to do with those takeaways, right? That being said, there is no minimum word count to this one because I know it's a little different and it might be hard to try to stretch it out to a usual minimum word count of 200 to 250 depending on the post. So while there's no minimum, make sure you keep it meaningful. You address the question. Don't give me a half-baked, half-attempted answer. You're only robbing yourself if you do that. Give me 3 thoughtful, course takeaways, why you chose them, and then how are you going to apply them? How are you going to put those takeaways into actions and make them work for you? And then part 2 is, which is not unusual for you, you're going to respond to at least 2 classmates. And what I'm looking for is, if there's a takeaway they listed that resonated with you, hey, you know what? I really appreciated your takeaway. It resonated with me because of the following reasons. Or, you know what? I never even thought about that, but I appreciate you bringing that to my attention because I want to adopt that one as well, right? That type of stuff. Now, your third part, everybody say third part. This is what's different, right? I have an assignment box where attached to this weekly discussion post, you've got a downloadable file. It's an MS Word document, Microsoft Word document. And in it, I have a course reflection feedback sheet that I want you to complete and send that to me via the discussion post Dropbox. And you'll see it very clear. It'll say, final discussion post Dropbox for part 3 course reflection, course feedback sheet, right? Because, sorry, I made some stuffed peppers tonight, so I got a little something that was kicking back at me. Could be that spicy Tuscan spice going on. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, that felt good. Anyway, I digress. So I want to make sure that you download the MS Word document, Microsoft Word document, you complete it, and then you upload it to the final discussion post part 3 Dropbox. Because unlike in the past where you needed those 2 components to be considered grade worthy, your initial post meeting the criteria, and then responding to at least 2 of your classmates, for your final one, again, I want to make it special. You've got your initial post, but again, there's no minimum on this one, responding to at least 2 classmates and completing the course reflection. Now, here's the thing. I'm not grading you on the content of the course reflection. Now, I want you to do a good job. You got to complete it and fill it out and stuff like that. But your reflection is just that. It's your reflection, right? It's your reflection of the course. So you're not being graded on what you write, because I don't want you giving me disingenuous garbage reflection criteria. I value the reflection in that I want to know. I'm always looking, right? Part of business is continuous process improvement, right? And so in an effort to set an even better buffet for next semester, I want to know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you found valuable, what you didn't find valuable. And here's the other thing. You could like something, but not necessarily find value in it. Or you could not like something, but you find it valuable. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want your honest to goodness feedback, because what's working well, what you're liking, and if there's like a lot of people saying, wow, I really like this, I really like this, I really like this, I'm going to keep that stuff going. If I see some things for, room for improvement, areas to grow, hey, I'm all about it. That's how I keep improving my courses, based on your feedback, right? So that being said, I say this to say you're not being graded on the content. Say to yourself, self, Professor G is not grading me on the content. Good job. I'm grading you whether you submit it or you don't submit it. And again, you took it seriously. Did you actually complete it in a meaningful way? Does that make sense to you? Awesome sauce. So that being said, oh my goodness. Hold on, I got a little email reminder there. I hit the X button. So that being said, I got the mouse going on here now. That being said, this will be your last discussion post for the semester. So after this, and this will be due, the following Tuesday, which is the 26th. But again, make sure you look at your course assignment worksheet for your other dates. So you'll have in your week 14, keep it foreseen, you'll have your final course discussion post with the 3-parter this time. If there's any remaining preps, you will have those. And you'll see those because you'll see the weekly prep. And is there anything left? Check your course worksheet. And then you will continue working on your final deliverable. If you are in business 110 or 151, that will be your research paper and presentation. If you're in business 139, that will be your starter business plan. So make sure you keep track of all that stuff. Like I said, this week is posted, week 14. Keep it for, you got it. And then again, after this final discussion post, that's due, what I just say, the 26th? Lord help. The 26th. Look and see if you have any weekly preps. I say if you have any weekly preps because Business 151 actually finishes earlier with their weekly preps. So because I'm posting this announcement for my Business 110 students, online courses, Business 151 students, online courses, and Business 139, I want to make sure that you guys know you all have the final discussion post, and it's going to be the same discussion post for all 3, because obviously your top 3 takeaways are going to be different depending on the course you're in. So for those of you who have me in multiple courses, yes, you have to submit different answers, but that should be common sense, right? Because if you're in Business 110 and you're also in Business 139, or if you're in 139 and you're in 151, or if you're in 110 and 151, you get the drill here. Your top 3 course takeaways are going to be specific to each of those individual courses, so of course they're going to be different, right? And your course reflection paper is going to be different because it's going to be different based on your course experience, right? Does that sound like a plan? So that being said, you will have the same course discussion post, but obviously you're going to have different answers depending on which course you're in because it's course specific. And the answers, the top 3 takeaways, are tied into the course. That being said, you've got to look at your individual course assignment worksheet schedule to see, how many weekly preps you have due for each of the courses because they vary. And then you'll be working on your final projects, your final deliverables, whether that be your research paper and presentation or your starter business plan. Also, I've been talking for 11 minutes. I know I can talk. I was going to keep this short, but you know me and short. But anyway, when it comes to talking. But anyway, my last and final thing I was going to say is, even though I don't comment on the discussion posts, in the group, because I don't want to inject myself or create a bias situation. I just want to let you know that for the majority of you that post, I really appreciate your guys' posts. For the most part, not all. Some of y'all need to just, step it up a little bit. For the most part, you'll know, and in your grades, your grade reflects it with some good feedback. Awesome sauce. If not, that just means you got some work to do. But overall, I really enjoy reading those posts, even though, again, I'm not going to go in there and comment on them publicly because I don't want to inject myself. I want this to be true collaboration and communication with the students. So that being said, I really am gratified and enjoy watching you guys interact with each other, watching you guys really do some amazing stellar responses. They're heartfelt, they're on point, they're meaningful. For those of you who, again, do the discussion posts and take them seriously and respond to the criterion, and that being said, and respond in a meaningful way, I appreciate reading them. I want you to know that, in the morning, that's my wine time. In the morning, I'm drinking my coffee, reading the post, really enjoying reading. Nighttime, I got my wine. I'm swirling my red wine. Not every night. Save them for Thursdays and Fridays. But that being said, I enjoy reading them, and I'm like, man, that's good. I really appreciate it. It's good stuff. So for you guys that are taking these seriously and on point, I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. That being said, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to be quiet. And if y'all have any questions, you can email me. But again, if you email me about this and you haven't watched the video, what am I going to tell you? Email back is watch the video first, and then if you still have any clarifying questions, let me know which part in the video that you have a question on. Peace out, y'all.